Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, innovating, and amazing Propagandacast with me, host Imperial Dane, the one and only master propaganda heroes like defender of the fatherland. Off here to a 2v2 on day 101. North it is Markov and Penetron 2000. Here with the Allies, the British 1st Armoured, supported by the US 3rd Armoured, with heavy armoured and armoured. In the south, it is HeartlessJ and VonMant here with the German army. Deutschland here with the 16th Panzer Division with Espionage right off the bat here for VonMant. We got bikes, sappers, panzer grenadiers, technocrats, and such. As we set off here, as always, big hearty thanks to my patron supporters for the continued generous and wonderful support of the Propagandacast. Keeps making all these videos possible. And a big thanks, keep commenting and liking on them. Really helps a lot there with the YouTube algorithms. And finally, a big thanks to Andrew for donating and supporting the Propagandacast with this hard-earned money. So, off we are here. First shots fired here by the southern field pioneer sappers, the Panzer P.2000 Dingo rushing in. In the center, Pioneers basically already wiring off some of the rocks there. And we got the Technocrat and the Canadians in Norfolk here for Mr. HeartlessJ, but no sign of a battle group yet. And considering he's got last stand, which kind of wants you to use the Stern Pioneers early on ice, at least in my opinion, it might be a bit less likely. Could be very more be Terror or Mechanized. We'll have to see, of course, what he ends up picking. They could still, of course, go for last stand. There's nothing that says he has to go for it right away. MG42 there, though, for HeartlessJ. Got Panzers from Manteuffel. We did get some buffs. So, basically, the offensive thing has actually been front-loaded, so they don't really have to rely on vehicles to actually fight properly now, which is a big step up. Plus, some of the more upgrades have been more accessible from this, so we'll have to see what happens there. Back streaming from the south here. Sappers busy, another section where they're from Markov. There you go, Grenadiers for the buffs, 40 Pioneers need buffs to assist. Grenadiers also did get some light buffs once. They're nothing huge, I would say. Technocrat gaining veterans one up there. Light support company for VonMant.
Someone get us out of here!
Very quiet matches so far. Tension building, there we go. Slight break of the tension. And then smack to action, Ralph would quickly push back as HeartlessJ strikes. Another MD42 team away for him.
Rifleman squad deployed.
Well, Rifle out there for Penetron. They calls Rifle also received some buffs. The BAR did as well. We got some mines here from Markov.
We're taking heavy fire!
He Soldiers narrowly avoiding there, getting completely shot to bits. And Armoured Battle Group as a whole got a massive blow. A whole lot of their bullets shifted around there. Some of the combinations are a lot less straightforward. Viking a bit of trouble with the sappers and the Dingo. Panzer still watching up. He's waiting for something here, but I'm not entirely sure what VonMant is waiting for here. Meanwhile, HeartlessJ can slowly advance up north here. No real resistance here from the Allies as of yet towards him. Panzers for VonMant. Now HeartlessJ is thinking to play with that battle. He does tend to one of the players tend to be more pensive and not quite quick to jump anything in. HeartlessJ briefly can take another Technocrat, and then some part of his sanity pulls him back from just going in over the edge of madness there. Grenades for Penetron 2000.
Fuel point is being lost.
Hardcore playing against the infantry team. In the DRs more there, we got grenade chucked at the Grenadiers. The Grenadiers also got the grenades now much more early on. They got it and tossed them right away. Sections pressed, American grenades got more accessible there, go white MD42. Now, right in front of another MD42, it's a bit difficult to grab that one. Fast performance here from VonMant, more grenadiers here from HeartlessJ. Finally push back the Dingo here, bite, no combust, explodes beneath American and British firepower, and there you go. Mortar team on the field, look for the company of HeartlessJ.
Reports of enemy movement near our victory point.
North bite the Technocrat busy.
A victory point is under enemy control now.
Two in command post there for Markov. Bit of mortar fire here. Pioneers busy wiring off there, denying as much cover as possible to the enemy whenever the moment approached. Up and there go. Scout to the mine, heroically uncovering it with their feet. That is a good rock here. The barbed wire rocks it will be quite handy there. When HeartlessJ to catch you here, Penetron's men out in the open. Back here, nothing further happening. Which one's flak films on the way there for the Germans. Got Panzer Pioneer and Panzerjägers pushing ahead. We got a mortar on the way there for Penetron. Dingo there getting hammered by the Panzerbuchse anti-tank rifles. Mine goes off. We seem to have more impact than the British forces there. Which one almost down there.
Sector lost.
HeartlessJ, same as the flak filling here for VonMant. Allied forces built up in the west. Back at their base, we got the two command posts, but not much here for Penetron, who remains a bit more cheap. This shows we've got Panzer there with the LMG. Has actually gone for upgrades there yet? Nope. Besides the flak filling half, he hasn't really gone for a lot of units outside those first few Panzer gunners and the Panzerjägers.
Close it in.
Huge one striking 40, guns blazing at them, treating American assault engineers there. Stuart's been prepared here for Markov. Almost got them here with a 2-2-1.
We've lost a squad of assault engineers.
Got the white, that's pretty good there, of course, for the Germans, striking fear into the heart of the Americans. And the Dingo here suffers a Panther fast 2-1, could dive in and finish it off here, obviously. Almost got in, there you go. 2-2-1, scoring 2 hits in the Allies. And curved units, that's pretty big there for the Germans, certainly putting a lot of pressure on the Allies, making things more difficult for them. Gooding also got a mortar out hit for Penetron. Give the Allies a fair bit of luck as the German army. Glennis getting hammered here. 2-1 dumbing, almost getting a section wipe here. Again, another wipe. Would be quite painful for the Allies here. That 2-1 would certainly earn himself a nice medal if he gets back home. Otherwise, it's going to be a posthumous. Looks to be like that. Goes back to drive past all the machine gun emplacements here. We're exposed. Yup. I put, but even then, took care of 2 infantry units and the Dingo. I'd say he got some value out of that armored car. However short that was. Mechanized for HeartlessJ. Maybe hope to turn some smoke on, but too late. Another 2-1 there for HeartlessJ. Getting drawing here to the northern victory point to seize it back.
Initiating mechanized support upgrades.
That's vehicle training there for Markov. Penetron with the mechanized support center.
Stay low, goddammit! Cover him!
Panzer with any pushback as the Riflemen charge ahead.
Take him down!
The lungs filled with freedom. Bunker here being set up by HeartlessJ. We got a Funk Panzerwagen out there for VonMant.
One of our munitions points is being neutralized.
Let's get the flak filling half take here. Stuart they're racing in as well here. Engaging the anti-aircraft half take here under VonMant command. South End tank, we don't have a lot of main tanks there. We got something all the way here for HeartlessJ 2-1 there.
Sector claimed by the enemy.
Almost got the suit. It was caused quite a bit of havoc here to the Germans. We got the flak filling half tack. Using the smoke key to try and mess with the Germans, but that said, can't hide away for that long either, so we might be able to risk using the Stuart here without having, I think, done enough here to really work there. Got it. Panzerbuchse lit it up here, so compared to the first 2-1, the Stuart didn't quite manage as much, but still, flak filling half tack being knocked out is still a pretty decent trade. Not quite sure as economically beneficial as again that 2-1 taking out so many units on the other hand. MG-34 more here for Manteufen. Up north, German forces on HeartlessJ to make good progress as we see American forces there trying to stem the tide.
Rifles losing integrity!
Firepower here.
Keep your head down!
We've lost control of a sector.
Good luck tanking ready for Markov. Moves to the GIs here.
I need ammo! Grenade!
Number 2 calls for HeartlessJ against up with here. Stuart on 8 guard. Will certainly have their merits.
Motor pool on this position. We're on it.
There you go, motor pool here for Penetron 2000. As Markov prepares for another M3A1 Stuart light tank. We got here, yep, a bit of thunder. And the radar light machine gun. South side here, pumping cannon Kinesis, obviously what almost done.
Assault engineers are entering the field.
There you go, Panzerarmee Kommando for VonMant, thumbs up. People in Flak Panzer here for HeartlessJ. These were fairly late war. They weren't like leading hoops numbers. Then again, most anti-aircraft tanks never really were. In case the Germans most produced was the Flak Panzer not actually take it apart. Not to make roughly 130 or so.
Territory lost.
Most anti-aircraft guns that are self-propelled were very much mounted on the half-tracks and trucks. Each one here diving in, going for that Stuart here. Really bit risky here for HeartlessJ, to be honest. There we go, misses, which point Stuart, there we go. Might turn the table here quite aggressively.
Enemy movement near a victory point.
Gotta be close here. He's getting stuck in front of it. Oh, still gets it. Greyhound on the way here from Penetron, but that was pretty painful there for HeartlessJ. Took a risk and it did not work out. And got the Panzer you see with the bazooka as well. But up north here, Flak Panzer going for a isolated scout team and completely eradicated. Markov with more Stuart light tanks here. Just moving in here. Allies need to deliver some heavy hits here. Them behind on massive at the moment and the victory points.
They pushed us off a sector.
A beacon there. Flank here by HeartlessJ catching Penetron's position in the centre, further off. Counter there, that centre. Jaegers for HeartlessJ. Not much of his battle group yet. He's still got like 5 command points floating at this point. It just isn't doing much with it. And with upgrades all the way, we got officers there. We'll have the company here. Jaegers have arrived. He's getting pushed back. Further south, Stuart light tank striking forwards. He's making perhaps a pinch move here with the Stuarts. Gonna squeeze here from Mantov's left flank, and there you go. Front Panzer unfortunately not spotted in time with the Stuarts. He makes a hasty escape. Got the people going in aggressively, backed up at Grenadiers. Stuarts will try and flank and assist here. Catching HeartlessJ in a bit of a tough spot.
Area designated for a forward repair station.
Gives us nothing technical with the flank. It's 2-2. Very strong chance to take out the people in. Jaegers for anything about, of course, the Jaegers have not been upgraded. He might be able to pull out his gun when he's got the mark. There you go. Big head here on to HeartlessJ. People Flak Punch on the way. Completely smashed. He's bringing a Markov fleet, but that's a bit late to the party. Panzer crashing forward here. VonMant for frantically trying to establish some order in the streets, causing quite a bit of damage here. And he's just pushing the back more to get out of there though. There you go, big old firestorm here, courtesy of VonMant. 6 command points for HeartlessJ, just not doing anything with those victory points. Does feel like he's just rolling out for a 10th at this moment already. So we got a 6-pounder there on the way from Markov. Another martyr there for HeartlessJ. And at least 4. Mantov give got spotting scores. I'm guessing not a direct move there for the Panther after all. It's not quite as direct.
The sector's been overrun.
Big kiss for Markov, noting Markov is definitely a bit short on infantry. He's got no sappers left either. Second round of 3 ready. Next phase almost done there for VonMant. We got Penetron 2000. Let's check. And the veteran's one ability, which is now not an immediately sort of choosable ability. It actually requires you to pick another ability, and I think also some command points compared to previously, we just was a seriously pick 3 command points, but we picked right off the bat. Unsurprisingly, incredibly good. And almost done there for Penetron.
We must act. One of our munitions point. Victory point now under enemy control.
151 to 411.
The victory point has fallen into enemy control.
modeling on the scene. Both Markov thieves there at the ready. Model them.
Krauts are pushing us back. We're down to 250.
Tank depot almost done here for Penetron. Should not be too far away from the EC either. Also worth noting the end of the thing where, like, you know, once you hit like the final tank tier building, you then get extra command points, like, basically for free as a reward. It's like encourages you to tech up or something like callings. That's the thing. He's got the easy ability there, selected, so you can start building them. They also buff the easy a bit.
Territory point is no longer under our control.
So again, you can first time around, we get a second export out as well here with more scope to key for the fees arriving. Match is definitely turning into a bit of a slug out here in the centre. There's obviously a bit of action on the flanks, but nothing generally significant most of the time.
And our victory point. We're losing it.
Penetron, of course, because of the fuel cache, helps speed up the acquisition, and of course also helps his teammates up, you know, resources for his own big tanks. It might be the Markovs right now, dreaming of. Churchill Black Princess almost got the suit here with the Martyrs. Got it. He was not ready for that, clearly. Meanwhile, British American forces have maybe made a breach in the northern German lines.
Near a victory point.
Good to pull it off, it seems. Far south, the Allied force making some minor progress until our Panther moves into
Now under enemy
check.
control.
1989. Lies somewhat stabilizing. Still suffers disadvantages.
Reports of enemy movement near our victory point.
There goes Germany's heat on way for Penetron 2000. So Markov will have to see what he ends up with.
Defend our
Another
victory
infantry
point.
section
We're
line at
losing
least.
it.
It's up to that. Of course, take up the foot guards instead. But so far, chosen not to do
Got the M1. Start digging.
that. And Zafir, though, has gone kaput. Definitely in there for the Allies. Germany's once more panzerless.
Enemy forces are converging on a fuel point.
Cat sneezing.
I got us pinned down over here.
Anyways, then holding up the American advance a bit here in the south.
That's more like
Vic
it.
is cleared out
Germany,
by German panzers as they
anti-tank
push
team on the
forwards.
field.
Commander, you better
And the Germany's here to right. Brett, it is here. Have no fear.
engineers need fire support.
A victory point is under
Another
attack.
Panther meanwhile on the
We
way
must
there.
act.
There you go, we got Veteran Swally. There's also got a new icon. Researched.
They have taken our victory point.
And a Goliath out here for VonMant. Cheeky. They get a bit unpleasant there for the Allies.
We have improvised armor available for vehicle crews to apply.
Where's the beer? There you go, Goliath going for the section Y. And with that, the entire Bren section just got absolutely just turned into fine red mist, being behind one of the Bren gunners, the ever sign they ever existed.
The enemy have taken
Up north, the
territory from
Allied
us.
forces poking about the German northern line. See, that improvised summon there for Penetron 2000. Another fire someone leaves here. There you go. Panther engagement with double 6-pounders under Markov's command as it continues his
Reports of enemy movement
slow
near our victory
creeping
point.
move towards the Churchill, my friends.
They've captured a victory
Here's the
point.
rifle squad. Many are looking north between 39 and 42. There go double Martins engaging, 6-pounders firing back and return soldiers right there from the Manteuffel. Also Vespers for HeartlessJ now. Let's go on that one. Armour has been ready for VonMant. Diggs charging in with their G for the fees, shooting left, right and centre. Got entertain time to retreat through the sea of fire and into the waiting guns, the Jaegers. Line for guns here for VonMant. 3 yards in the way there for Penetron 2000. As he watches in horrors, one of his entertainment crew gets absolutely cut apart. More rifle away there, thumbs up. And we got Hartlessj with the strike here on the anti-tank gun. Looking to keep it out of American hands.
A victory point is under enemy control.
The fuel point is just wide open, but no one's bothering with it. Got the up here now for Penetron 2000.
Enemy in control of all victory points. Riflemen are ready.
Jaegers on the move.
We're down to 200 points. We have recovery vehicles ready to take to the field.
Recovery vehicles there for Penetron.
Is now in enemy hands.
Don't move. Stay down.
There you go, Black Prince here for Markov. Very much a Black Prince stall, though they did make stalling for big tanks without proper tech more expensive as well, so he has to like pay a bad premium now for the Black Prince. Because he did not want to tank. Same applies, of course, to Tigers, King Tigers, etc. In this case, we get to see it with the Black Prince. Whilst taking a hell of a fortune back compared to this tank. There you go. 250 manpower, like 900 so, like 250 fuel and so 900 so manpower. That's more expensive than like the Tiger 1. Yeah. But anyways,
Defend our victory
Black
point.
Prince is
We're
here.
losing it.
Penetron, of course, probably wants to set up some more Sherman AC-8s. And of course, Penetron, I mean, would also, I think, benefit from opening fuel cache, especially if he knew that Markov was going to take up, you know, ensuring that he could like, get more fuel for that. Would not be a bad idea either. He's pushing up here for a massive push for the centre here, south side.
Enemy movement.
Lonely
near
British
victory
unit
point.
holding the victory point there. German guns, they're just peppering the Allied lines, Greyhound doing what it can here with this gun and machine gun. And you can see it almost fixed up here for Penetron Panzer Company, halfway down there for HeartlessJ. Got an ambulance there for VonMant. Let's see, Heroic is going to get engaged to Black Prince, definitely not the finest choice made there. But he wisely withdraws the Pentavary from that particular engagement. So it's definitely not. Oh. All three are catching a few plucky enemies on their own, and he immediately dispatches them. You see it inching towards the front line, and we got the Black Prison as well there. They're being hammered. The ambulance are almost done. We got 3 front panzer rifles. This knows if from VonMant. 3 of them. That's a lot of front panzer rifles. No idea what he intends to do with this many, but we are. Artillery here ramming the positions of Markov here. His men are getting absolutely displaced here by heavy fire.
Defend our victory point. We're losing it.
In many ways, a very slow match. There's neither side really tries to make any particular big push, but you know, the Germans feel fairly quite just happy with just sitting back there. Obviously, the way of the map just into large part encourages you to like just sit back, not do too much. To give you the upper hand. So it's not entirely, you know, the player's fault. It is very much, I think, also part of the match. Unfortunately, another Panther for VonMant. Another Panzerkampfwagen by Ausführung L. Models they're hanging back. That the model, sort of late model Mark 3 chassis was also used for a variety of other self-propelled elements like the previously mentioned Gepard. There's also the Grille, which is the Pak 40 mounted a 150mm howitzer, short range. It's perform the same role as the Stummel, except, you know, bigger gun. So, fun fact there. And of course, there'd also be, you know, the hets are based off the Panther chances. Well, sadly, again, they can apparently find room for the 4x4 guns in it, but somehow not the hets. 142 theming 7. Panther 3's move forward to the south. We got British forces here dug in. Markov anticipating a big offensive. Mantov gets him the anti-tank grenade, be great. He does have it, I guess. Still got the Panther 3 though, ripped apart their British gunfire. That was definitely a bit of a poorly conceived attack there, I think, in the NT one. Black Prince wins as well, because the MD-34 may be wiped out unless he gets very lucky. He did not. Sting and blow there, 2 from Mantov, 142 3 and 4. Up north, heavy fun here between Penetron and HeartlessJ. Committed to large approaching towards the sea, but he's being held up by infantry using buildings here to slow down the advance of Penetron. And Gun said his strike here, right missing, straight here catching both Penetron and tanks there in the sea of fire. Further south, from Mantov, now of course got their Markov counterattacking with his Black Prince, but the Panzerjäger seemingly over north there. As in the center from Mantov are breaching through there, very good. Got a Panther away here for HeartlessJ. And the Panzerkampfwagen 5, also got the Stuttgart falling, but
Taking losses.
on 42-95. Panzerjäger's rushing forward, see it, popping in and taking against the Black Prince.
Victory point is under attack. We must act.
Obviously far from enough to halt it. You know, it's something. Meanwhile, Penetron finally bring in another Sherman
We
here.
have taken our victory point.
Not too far from a third one, if anything. And the force called in with the tank riders here from Mantov, thumbs up, and we got the Panther out here for HeartlessJ. Kampfwagen 5 als Route.
Taking suppressive fire!
Literally getting a bit back and forth here, but the Allies continue, I feel like, to lack some extra element here as the Germans. Struggle, I think, to make a bigger impact here.
Reports of enemy movement near our victory point.
And there you go, Greyhound absolutely burned to pieces here. Panther slowly looking forwards. German guns there,
now under
hammering
enemy
away.
control.
Bombarding Allied positions. Going to assault force in the southeast, east and the southern victory point once more. Center falling to the Americans, while the north has fallen to the Reich. Got a 30s here there for Penetron as expected. He needs to come up with a good attack with them, I think, to really leverage them. I think just charging right for all the German guns is pointed is going to prove to be an exceptionally bad idea, as it makes the job for the Germans a lot easier. And any game plan that involves making the job easier for your opponent is typically not a good plan.
Defend our victory point. We're losing it. They've captured a victory point.
This is the bombarding the Grenadiers, the heavy cover failing in the base of American ballistics. Monster to the American Shermans further up north here. Soldiers with the Jaegers, not in 1230s. Here is right, we've got machine gun nest here for Markov to defend something, possibly in the south. And there you go. Got a big push here now, striking at Penetron here with the Panther, the Martyrs, and the Panthers across. You see a pretty good body push here by front. HeartlessJ definitely catching the Allies unprepared, big time, as they're like, you know, actually split up. I mean, they can't support it well. The Germans exploit this. We do see one Panther 3 knocked out as these is somewhat pushed back, but even then, the damage has been done. The Allied line has very much ruptured here.
Territory sector claimed by the enemy.
And Markov's Black Prince, while certainly mighty in many respects, is not so mighty when it comes to the whole moving fast thing. If anything, it's very much like an age-old pensioner at that point.
have
So that very
75
much
points
creates a
remaining.
problem there for the Allies. Now they've been much more divided here. I mean, he didn't lose any of his tanks, but he lost so much health. The front line is looking a lot messy now. The Germans definitely have the initiative, though. You see, actually exploiting as fully as they could. But even then, the Allies are very much this sort of like corporate here. Pampering any apparently engaging the Germans, even not engaged here. Shot there on the Black Prince. Mars just hanging back, close enough here. He's destroying forts here. And versus Black Prince here. Black Prince so far is winning. And here, Penetron might be able to do something, but instead of doing so, that's something it is withdraws here. So you're not feeling too confident about the entire situation. To me, also indicates onto something, but also indicates just at this point already a bit more hesitant to actually do something aggressive and active. He's been fixed up, and he got heavy barrels there for Penetron. Salvaging here, but under fire from the Aegis, this is going pretty poorly there for Penetron's sort of nears. Engaging.
Research carried out.
Fine, heavy barrels ready. British dug in in the south again. That's like a significant portion here of Markov's forces just in one part of the map, while the Germans are typically elsewhere. So while I certainly get it, and certainly if you can get the Axis to attack it to that, great, but if they just ignore it, I mean, that's not really going to do too much good, especially then just turn on everything else and destroy it, and then come back to destroy this one. You know, there's nothing to support it. Unfortunately, from Markov seems quite keen on attacking into this again, which is definitely not an advisable future move. You know, your opponent has happened, you know, taking in their panther or shoot getting more. Yeah, that was a bit odd there, my friend. Markov. Black Prince taking a bit of hit there. You see a lot here to support a push forwards. Getting the guns there blazing away. And his machine guns on the move.
We've dropped the enemy to 250 points.
Up there because they're having way silencing the British water tube. We're not taking any chances on that. Then just form to the Allies in the south. The British forces actually withdraw here. Yep, calls for a fresh German push towards that southern victory point here. 68 was 224.
Reports of enemy movement near our victory point.
And there we go. Tiger has arrived here for VonMant, presented by the 8th Schwere Panzerabteilung.
The victory point is under enemy control now.
But the south, the assault grenadiers punching trying to get lucky, instead find themselves met with a machine gun and some less than Saxons. We've got Einstein bombarding the position. Let's go to white. There you go. Hands good commander striking the Black Prince here, caught in the middle of the open. German armor just firing away there alongside the Martyrs.
They have taken our victory point.
But we can finish. We got another grand out of Penetron. You see it's just hanging back here. I mean, Penetron is definitely playing a lot more cautious and a lot more hesitant. It's not like leveraging these seats. It's something they're just collecting dust, which is great for the Germans, obviously. Aren't quite as cautious using their army.
Reports of enemy movement near our victory point.
The firestorm here grabbing the center. The Allies again, I think. Northern punishment of neutral. There's a machine in the corner to grab it though. You see it's taking a light hit and immediately starts withdrawing already. It's interesting artillery, but at the same time, I mean, Penetron is kind of lost, I think, as it feels like.
Lost control of the sector.
Again, moves a bit back and moves forward. Backwards, we deployed smoke before charging with the Shermans, did not. I tried to flank, he did not, he's still out. the Allies at all. Let's see what happens here. There you go, ground here, busy at work. Maybe to do the next damage to the Greyhound and damage. Fish has been paid for Markov now. I feel that might be very late to the party, if anything. Now that might be very late to the party.
The victory point is under enemy control now.
Honestly, bombarding the Black Prince. Got it there. Close call. No Black Prince at all. Just the Rangers put that to engage it. There we go. Team down. South Ralph's pushing in here.
Down to only 50 points.
49 points left. Allies just been trying to buy time, but the pressure is quite time. Log. It does not feel like they have much of an actual plan here against the Germans. And Markov at this point lost most of his angles into the Black Prince, which is now never enough to a massive metal. 40 points under 80. Eagles on the move. There you go. Allies can see defeat. GG, game over. Proven match here. None of the new battle groups here, but you can't get lucky always. Having said that, I mean, definitely a match with a bit more aggression, a bit more movement on the flanks. Particularly from the Allies, I think, particularly Pentron after a point just kind of lost again his nerve, got too passive, and then, like, just set about doing nothing with 3 East each, which is just a massive waste of resources. So, something to consider there. But for now, I'm off. Cheers, everyone, and see you all tomorrow for another today episode. Bye, everyone.